Hey everybody, how's it going? It's a little after 12. It's actually about 20 after 12. And I am coming to you a little bit earlier than I normally do on Tuesdays. It's right now. This is Maisie, by the way. Hello, Maisie. Um, um, I'm coming to you a little bit early because I'm going to be actually hitting the road. I got to do a couple of quick errands. Getting ready for a big weekend. We have Dojo Olympics coming up this weekend, so I got a bunch of things I got to take care of during the day today. But I wanted to make sure I got my hey Maisie, how you doing? I wanted to make sure I got my video in for Time Out Tuesday. It's episode 78, and so I think I named the story. What's your story was the title of this video, and the reason why I came up with this particular content for today was that over the weekend, or rather over July 4th, we had a bunch of family over, like everyone, and we were all hanging out, chatting, and the subject came up, I don't remember how, about icebreakers, different ways of breaking the ice in a group. And my wife, Terry, Sensei Terry, was telling a story about an exercise that she does on the first couple of days of her classes. She's not only a speech-language pathologist at a high school, she also is a college professor at C.W. Post in their graduate program. And it's in this graduate program that, she tends to start the classes off with sort of like a little bit of an icebreaker to get to know each other. And what she does is she just asks a simple question. Go around the room, tell me a quick story about yourself that's interesting. Just tell me any interesting story. Doesn't have to be but your whole life story, just something real quick. And it's interesting how much people will struggle with that simple question. So we went around the room in my family, and out of the 6 or 7 of us that were actually chatting about this at the time, four could not just come up with something right off the bat. And these are not people without life experience. It was just kind of interesting that people were not able to kind of just reach in real fast and grab a story. And then, it came to my turn, and I just rattled off 1, 2, 3, 4 different things I could talk about. It was really actually quite easy for me to do. And I don't know why it was particularly easy for me. I didn't have a more interesting life than anybody else. I don't put myself into strange situations. Some of it might have to do with the fact that I've had some interesting experiences over the course of my career and life. But so who hasn't, right? But for whatever reason, I was able to draw on these things very quickly. And they weren't, extraordinary stories by any means. One of the examples was twice I've been in a house that's being robbed. That's kind of weird, right? 2 times. I've managed to save a guy's life 2 times. Not the same guy. That would be really weird. But 2 different guys, 2 different circumstances. And again, if I was a doctor or in the medical profession or an EMT, that would be no big deal. But I'm not. Nowhere near that. So it was kind of a big deal to me. And these were things that just kind of came off real quick. So here's the question I have for you guys is, if someone asked you that question, what would you say? What would you tell someone if you just wanted to give them an idea of something really interesting that's happened to you in your life? And as it turns out, as we found out, it's not that easy for a lot of people to come up with it. So give a little thought to it. If you want to toss a teaser below, tell a quick, a 1-sentence thing that's interesting. I'd love to hear it. I think these things are all fascinating. People have such amazing experiences. So in any case, if you're watching the video, let me know by throwing some likes and loves and all that kind of stuff. Comment below, is always great. I really always appreciate that. I'm going to leave you guys with 2 quick announcements. First one is, of course, that we have Dojo Olympics coming up. This is one of our biggest events of the year. It's a free event for all of our members, their kids, their siblings. Everyone comes out. It's a giant family picnic surrounding our Dojo Olympics. We have all kinds of competitive events. The kids are winning medals. They're having a great time. We have a blast. We've been doing this for 15 years. We had a couple of 100 people at the last one. We bring in food. We feed everybody. It's really a lot of fun. So, if you haven't already signed up for that, please make sure you do. I know that we've already got about, probably looks like 60 or 70 kids signed up. So between, their families and everything, it looks like we're already hitting some pretty big numbers. But by all means, make sure you sign up for that. And then equally important, on July 20th, we have Patty Fitzgerald coming for the 3rd time to do her Play It Safe workshop for children. Anybody that knows Patty or has seen Patty or has heard us talk about Patty knows how much respect we have for her. She is just, one of the real dojo treasures. We're so lucky to be friends with her. She comes in from California. She speaks exclusively to our students about our members, to our kids rather. The younger students, as young as 3, 4, and 5 years old, and really all the way up to preteens and teens. Talking to them about ways of identifying icky situations before they become very icky, and how to strategize and get yourself out of those situations in ways that is very easy for them to remember. And equally important to that, it opens up some very important conversations between parents and their kids, and it teaches parents how to keep those lines of communication open, because that is actually probably the number one tool for self-defense, is open communication with your kids, especially as they're getting older and getting out there in the world. So July 20th, we do have limited seating for that, so make sure you do sign up for that. Dojo Olympics is this coming Saturday. We're looking forward to that. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Hey, don't forget, what's your story? Let's hear what's interesting about your life. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Peace.